One day I knew I was successful, yet misaligned at the same time. Yeah, right. No. I would love to say that all happened in one day, but it was more like a perfect storm over 5 years. So in 2015, I was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer. And that should have been my wake up call that even though I looked successful on the outside, I was a top sales director of my company. I had a great team. I had all the perks. I had amazing trips around the world, a free car every 2 years, great prizes, great income. And yet I was burned out and tired all the time. My nervous system was fried. And all of that was on the inside. I never let it out on the outside. So everybody looked at me and thought, oh my gosh, so successful. No. So when I was diagnosed, I took a break from the day to day, and I was really grateful that we had just moved to Phoenix, Arizona, away from everything and everyone because I really just wanted to disappear. And a funny thing started to happen. Things started to get really simple and easy. My team rallied and we continued to do very well. I wasn't overworking anymore or following what I was taught I should be doing. I rested and I got better and I thrived. I mean, I really thrived. I didn't just survive, I thrived in so many ways during that cancer journey. And little did I know or even really understand at that time was that I was actually following my natural alignment, my human design. However, because I didn't know that at the time, I slowly, over time after I healed, found myself back to where I was before, pushing and efforting and following strategies that just fried me out until I found human design. And I found human design in 2018. And then when that pandemic hit in 2020, I took a pause and I really deep dived into everything, human design, gene keys, all the things. And that's when I discovered I'm a manifester, completely misaligned manifester at the time, but a manifester nonetheless. And I found that I was not following my natural strategy. Manifester's natural strategy is to inform and initiate. Instead, I was overselling, I was persuading, I was trying to create buy-in with my clients and with my team like I was taught to do. And that only falls flat for manifestors. And on top of that, I was never resting. And this still like blows my mind, but manifestors are designed to rest like 80% of the time. We're not designed with this renewable energy like generators and manifesting generators. And so because of that, I never really had what I would call those creative ideas that come with this creative burst of energy. This is what manifestors have. And I used to have them all the time at the beginning of that career, but I wasn't having them anymore at all. You see, creative ideas only come to manifestors after we rest. So there were hundreds of things, and most of them like little things that were misaligned. And because I'm a great rule follower, I was following all the things I'd been taught about business and leadership. And yeah, I was finding success, great success, but at what cost? My life, which I came very close to losing, not worth it. But now, now that I understand my wiring and I've made the shifts and I've tweaked how I do things, which I have to say is not hard because when we align to how we are designed, it actually feels more natural. It's easier and it takes a lot less effort. And success comes with ease and grace and joy and not difficulty and exhaustion or frustration or even a fried nervous system. There's no more shoulds or have tos because alignment is like coming back to you, who you are designed to be, and that feels fabulous. This is why I created Lead Aligned, you guys. I was seeing too many great leaders like myself leading from what we've been taught and not from our own design. And what we've been taught wasn't all wrong exactly. For instance, that law of buy-in works for pretty much all the other types. It just doesn't work for manifestors in the traditional way. And I have thousands more examples of what works for some and not for others, and not just based on type, but where our gates are lit up and where we have different channels. I mean, there's so many ways that we're designed. So if you're feeling any of this, like you're successful, but at what cost? I invite you to join me for the next cohort of Lead Aligned. It's starting soon. Lead Aligned is really for women who are ready to lead from who they actually are. And the wait list is open in my bio. I'd love to have you join me if this resonates with you. And if any of what I shared sounds familiar, do share. I'd love to hear from you in the comments.